first. And then I'll share my screen. Okay, so I see you sent me 7 replays with varying matchups.
Yes, 2.
Do you have well, actually 3 matchups. You have Peach.
Did I send you? I was not supposed to send you 3 matchups.
You have 1 game against Sheik here, whoever
Alright, I may have
one
fucked up.
is. So what do you want to go over first?
What do I want to go over first? I guess we can just start with the Peach games.
Okay.
How, uh, like, I don't know. A lot of the things I'm curious, like, want to talk about is just, like, punish game decision making. And, like, because there's stuff like that where it's pretty obvious what not to do there. Like, just don't fucking double laser from the platform, because he'll also dash dance in that same spot and wait for dumb stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, fall through the platform and laser or something. I don't do that. How do I... So, that he's floating there.
Did my computer crash? Hello, can you hear me? Did my computer crash? Did my computer crash? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened?
It was the streamers really laggy too.
Yeah. My screen just like went black all of a sudden. Let me try reconnecting here. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to restart this replay or something. I think something exploded with the Slippy launcher.
Okay.
Weird that happened.
Yeah.
Let me try again. I don't think, did OBS stop recording? No, it didn't. I guess it's just some shit with Slippy launcher. Okay, back to screen sharing. Analysis. Boop, boop. Okay, that was super weird.
Alright, we good?
Yeah, I hope so. We'll find out soon.
Okay. So like he's floating here, and I'm in the corner.
Yeah.
I would feel like when I was playing him, I was thinking to wait until the float ends and laser him to get a punish off when he's down with the float. But I also feel like when I'm watching it that I have to commit a lot to jumping when I'm doing that, and he can just come in while I'm jumping. So what kind of things would I be like? Do I just full hop out of this and just get out of the corner?
Yeah, I think full hopping is a very reasonable option here.
Okay.
Sometimes you just have to be willing to like go hit him with an arrow. You shouldn't hit him with down air here though, because he won't get knocked down. And at this low of a percent, if you go and you nair at him, then he might be able to just like mash nair and trade with you. So I wouldn't, but you could probably like, because like he can't hit you from here. He has to like go all the way forward. So like I think if you just like full hop here, then you're probably fine.
Okay.
Being able to full hop here is a totally reasonable option.
Yeah. And it's just, I feel like a lot of my issues is when I'm in situations where I could just jump out and just get into a better position, I choose to fight him grounded.
Yeah, there's like no real reason to like do the snare, right? I don't know
really
why you did this. Like I don't think this is ever gonna hit him. And I also think like you started from right here, so he was also never gonna hit you. So you really don't have to move.
Yeah. Definitely trying to get something started when I'm in a position to when I'm not in a position to do that.
Yeah, it's just also like you're just not actually in trouble there.
Yeah,
It
it's
feels like you're in trouble because you're like pretty high percent and you're in the corner, but she can't actually hit you.
yeah. I guess it's that thing that the peach is floating, and you gotta get like, I guess, to get really worried when I have a peach floating like that, and I just kind of hard commit when I don't have to hard commit in a situation like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just feels like you panic a lot in that situation. Like right there, like right here in this interaction, where so again, Peach is floating, but you like full hopped out preemptively, and then it was just fine.
Yeah, that's what I when I get my punishes. I full hop out when she's floating, and I come down with a down air. But hmm,
What the fuck? Why? Why
everything
did
good.
it? Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Oops.
But yeah. See, like I feel like I things go really well for me when I'm above her,
Uh huh.
because I feel like Peach floats above you, and it she has a lot of options when she's doing that. Like she can like use that as a dash dance, and you just gotta get
Uh,
closer.
kind of, yeah.
And it's just like at a height that can be really difficult to deal with. But if you become above her, she can no longer just safely stay at that height. She has to go to the ground or back off.
Okay. That's interesting. I think like being above her isn't like that good. It's true that you no longer like. So obviously the obnoxiousness with this float height is that well, she's floating above your highest laser, so you can't laser
Yeah.
her out of the air. But like being above her is quite dangerous as well because that's where Peach gets like a lot of her big money punishes, right? Because Falco doesn't
Okay.
have that much ability to drift, and you can get anti-aired by neutral air, or you can get grabbed. Your landing can get grabbed, or you could get down smash. I think a lot of bad things can happen to you if you're too eager to be above her.
Okay. So if that's just a so when she's floating at that height, do you think think I should just be planning to like full hop out at a very specific time just to get out, and then reset like when she gets to the ground and try to keep her grounded with lasers, or do okay, yeah.
So Ginger has a twit longer. Uh,
Not that
on
one.
Yeah, not that one. Matchup. I might have to. It might be hard to find. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in
That's,
here. It's on his Twitter. It was like it's like a terrible place to put it.
yeah, actually just a terrible place to put it. Holy
Twit
shit.
longer. I don't remember which ones these are.
We're on an adventure today.
If host doesn't exist, okay. June. There's no way I was looking at this in June. Uh, I'm gonna go dig through my. I definitely looked at it in on my phone. So let's see. Twit longer. Definitely looked for it on my phone moderately recently. June 23rd? No, that was Hax's twit longer.
But I guess my main thing is that like you said it was okay to full hop
Yeah.
out of those specific situations. What do I try to look for when I'm lasering to enable me to come in, or what do I look for to be able to start an approach?
So you want to. So it's just like sometimes you just have to like go up and full hop at her and then hit her out of it. Like you
Okay.
kind of have to be willing to just call it sometimes, and then other times like yeah, she's slow, you're slow, so you're like waiting on her to like fall, and then you're gonna laser her out of the air, and then you're gonna play like a laser mix up after that.
Okay. So like when she starts to come down, laser her, and then just do laser nair, laser grab, whatever, kind of the mix up after that.
Right, or I mean, more pertinently, it's not so much laser grab because, like, whenever you laser her, she can take the laser and then she can mash out an air, kind of like Marth can mash out a fair, right?
Okay.
So sometimes you do like a laser dash dance to like
Fade up with
bait
nair.
out the nair and then beat it.
Okay.
Match up.
Because I think why maybe some of my coming down doing a full hop is that I'm doing it preemptively, and a dust tends to hold float for a long time.
Yeah,
So I can, if I just do it as soon as he starts to float, sometimes he won't be ready for me to just come down super quick with a down air.
yeah, or just like, or you could jump into him with it, right? That's
Yeah. Okay.
And something else that you can do is you can like call the landing, right? So again, you don't have to like come down on top of her. You can like get underneath her with like wave dash up tilt, and then that'll also lead
Hmm.
to a big punish. If you've
Yeah.
watched Magi's recent sets with Mog, you'll see that wave dash under up tilt worked a lot.
It's just I think that's just being in the spacing that is just a might be is a difficult thing. I think I'll have to try that because I feel like when I'm the wave dash length is super short, and I feel like it's placing the up tilt to not just get fucked by a fair or something. I gotta work on that because I tried to like shark under float sometimes, but I feel like I'm just not fast enough, or I'm just not doing it at the right initial spacing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, Gosh, it's so hard to find this thing. But
It's so people tell me, "Oh, look up this thing," and it's so hard to find like Smashboard threads from 2010. Just like,
well,
oh boy,
if you know like what to Google for, it's not so hard to find. But like, I feel like the funny thing is like I was literally telling some Lake Charles guy about it at a weekly, a little like the other week, and then he just like found it instantly. So, yeah, he found it like super instantly, which was absolutely hilarious and insane that he just found it
yeah,
so
right.
easily. But God, why do people like even? I just don't understand why people put things like that on Twitter
Yeah, there has to be a better place you can put this shit on.
because it's like it's pretty old too. It's like a pretty old twit longer, so I have to like go and find
Yeah, it's not pinned or anything.
SSVM Ginger, and then if I
Matchup
do
maybe.
match up, perhaps. Oh, this is so gross. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And then I know Squid has written stuff about it also, but analysis, Squid. No, I don't think this is it. This is SSBM Ginger. Okay, let's start here.
Does he
It's
have just a
it's like a FAQ or something. Aha!
yo,
Motherfucker. I'm gonna send
you
this to you.
piece of shit? Why would you name it frequently asked
I'm
questions?
gonna send this to you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Falco versus Peach. Question: what should I do when Peach is floating above short hop laser height? Shoot a high short hop laser to gauge exactly how high she is. If she's just barely above that height, you should be able to short hop there, approach, and have it hit. Otherwise, you should most likely retreat with a full hop. You can also attempt to contest it with things like bear or up tilt, but that's subject to your timing getting read and you getting punished. And there's a
Okay.
squid dock. So
Okay.
there's a separate one where it's like beating Peach floating above short hop laser height. My solution was try to laser and grab her as she lands. The problem, which is kind of what we talked about, right? And then how that's not ideal. This gives them too much respect, and you end up retreating until you're in the corner and you're trying to laser grab, which like isn't even guaranteed, and then you just get owned. So he was watching PPMD VODs for this, and then he found a solution. So let's look at this Jiffy Cat. Uh, First watch this GIF, which has been my bible for the Peach matchup. There's so much genius going on in so few seconds. So if you see, you don't need
He
to be
narrated it.
coming
Yeah.
down. You don't need to be coming
Yeah.
down. You can just like go get her sometimes.
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
was the
Just
one where you just full hop nairs at her sometimes. Because like this is
yeah. Just
definitely
flat
above
out.
laser. Right at the start, you full hop nairs her out of float before fair comes out. I didn't realize how threatening it is if you try to play Peach vs. Falcon, you're flying at a height. Moving forward feels spooky. It feels like he can jump out anytime it hits you. If you show that you aren't willing to do that, they gradually get more and more confident, walk through you in the corner. But if you dash dance and threaten to full hop nair in at them, they need to start hesitating more. This is the
Okay.
best if you catch her ASAP if she gets that high. So just YOLO nair in as soon as she full hop starts floating there. It's hard for her to react and establish spacings.
Okay.
Then
That's definitely something I've experienced where he'll float, a dust will float at me, and I'll try to like stay grounded against it, and I'll just get pushed into a corner, and then I get punished game because I get
yeah,
hit or
or you
something.
like try to like full hop and like come down on top of her. And actually, if we were to rewind to this VOD,
Narrow trade or something.
there's actually spots where he just like beats your down air clean by neutral air.
Yeah. Narrow beat it sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So the second
I get what you're saying.
thing is side platform stuff. Laser from side platform to sniper jump. The first laser forces the float, then she short hop lasers off the platform, knowing she has no resource left will be forced to fall, which he punishes with short hop down air. Being on a side platform covers that space in the middle really well because one laser depletes her float.
Yeah,
So yeah,
float, and then he has to come to the ground. Gotcha. So it is also just recognizing as soon as that laser clips her float, and that he can just punish that instantly.
yeah, because it depletes her float.
Yeah, she has to come to the
And
ground.
this is also something that you will see a lot out of like whenever you see other Falco players play the matchup. Like again, something I noticed a lot from watching Magi versus Mog the other week was she would like shoot high lasers purposefully to try to catch him because Peach has to full hop to get to that height, which takes a really long time. So she would shoot
Mhm.
high lasers in order to catch him as he's trying to jump up to get to that height to prevent him from getting there in the first place.
Mhm.
So that's this. Short hop high laser catch them on the way up. This is the most recent trick. I tried quite a bit against MacD at 805 Live. I don't have that much success. It's particularly good at high levels because it works around power shields too. If you hit her on her way up, she has to double jump, which sucks. Float immediately, which is now a low float, or just fall to the ground, which also sucks. You can short hop, instant hit B, and then so fast fall. You're on slowing down. Blah blah blah. So when she's far away and you can't like full hop near her, then you can short hop laser her on the way up.
Yeah, and just do this super quick
And you do
highest laser.
this.
You can get him out really quickly.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you
yeah,
can also do it like, and you can like approach with that laser. See how he approaches with the
yeah,
laser to close the distance? Right there. Boom.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
flow height is too low. And then the fourth answer is full hop a lot and get good at the vertical game that West Balls excels in. I was watching versus my case and I realized there's two goals to his full hop videos. One, he abuses down air. That's what you were talking about with the mix up with
Hmm.
down air, waveland, laser, etc. And two is that he's trying to read a full hop from his opponent. So if his opponent is full hopping a lot, then you can full hop her down. So that's kind of what you were talking about. But you
Yeah,
are
if you can full
definitely
hop, if can you go back down for a second?
yeah.
If you full hop towards her as she full hops, you can threaten stuff on the way down. That's why I think when I did it versus Adust, he I full hopped as he was also full hopping to get the float started. So then I could just come down.
Yeah. So, you have an idea of this already, but these other three things are going to be important, as well as
Hmm.
this thing, the short hop there, and retreating with the full hop. And perhaps like reading with back air or up tilt if they're like very, very like you said, Adust likes to hold float for a long time. So that means
Yeah.
you can much more easily like get a timing. Float lasts a little bit longer than 2.5 seconds. So if you can count that out, then and you have reliable read on his float timing, then you can wave dash under up tilt at those distances, at some
Okay.
distances. That was a good laser, by the way. That would have caught
Yeah,
him
the
if I didn't
high
block.
laser.
Yeah. And by the way, this laser also goes like high enough so that you don't have to worry about them power shielding
Yeah, because it goes
because
over
it
your
goes
head,
over their
right?
head.
Yeah.
You were slow on that.
Yeah.
And also, it should be back air, really, but whatever.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like, yeah, I should have shot instead of I should
If,
have back aired instead of
by
shot.
the way,
But
if you
whatever.
instant double jumped here, you might have hit him.
Okay.
Because Falco goes up super fast. This definitely looks to me like in the range where you just instant double jump back air him.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
Just
be
an arrow
more.
there.
You can be a little more aggressive about how you go out here.
Okay. Go out with a back air or something. Because it's like if it trades, I still just get another chance because I'm at like 60 and they probably die.
Yeah, you just need to like force them to recover with respect, because like okay, so let's look at this edge guard where. Back up one more time. So right here, this is like a fine distance, and you can just like kind of threaten. As soon as like, so you only come to here, and then once he's here, look, he can go like here, he can go here, he could even just keep floating to over here. You need to like be more aggressive about the way you contest him, so that he needs to stay floating over here, and then like, you get more chances and narrow down his range.
I also feel like if you go back a little bit, when he's floating at when he starts his float there, like I can just laser him on that platform and just take his float away.
Yeah,
And also just like I can see what you mean, where I can just go out there and threaten a back air, and he just has to back off. Like he doesn't really want him because he's at 184. He'll just die if it trades or anything.
yeah.
So I see what you mean. It's kind of scary, I guess, going up there, but you got to do it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels. Of course, it just feels like, and this probably isn't shocking, though. It's just like, oh, I don't really have an idea of like how I can hit Peach. So
Yeah,
so I'm playing like more conservatively because I don't really know what I'm doing here.
very much. Where it's just like she's off stage. I really don't know what I can really if something's going to trade or not. What will just win if I can go out there and not just get killed.
Yeah. So like, as you like, basically, as you get more comfortable with your knowledge of the matchup, then like she loses options in terms of what she's allowed to try to do, right?
Hmm.
Because then, like, well, if you know it, you're just going to punish her for it, or you're going to be able to try and punish her for it. So she needs to respect it. So, there's definitely like a degree of abuse here by Adust, where it's just like, well, he's like scared to go out and hit me because he doesn't know what's going to happen. And the answer is like, you just need to be willing to like go for that kind of thing, even though like you might just look stupid.
Yeah,
That was a good up tilt. Maybe you double up tilt though.
yeah. I could have gotten another one, and I could have probably got. I feel like I could have downed it there too.
Yeah, you definitely dropped this conversion.
I think it's just one of those things where I was worried about her being out of hit stun and just putting out a hitbox before I
Mhm.
could get there.
It's pretty close. I mean, you like wave landed back, and then you see he's just like barely
Yeah, I
able
could
to
just.
float here.
I feel like I could have just also just ran off. I mean, if I didn't wave dash back, I could have just punished him for floating there.
Yeah,
Like if I just wave dash in place, I could have just like put a down air out and nailed him on the platform.
yeah. To be honest, you probably should wave dash down after the shine, so that you're more in position. Because he
Okay.
wave dash backwards. You see.
Yeah. Yeah, put me farther away.
Yeah, and then another thing you could do on your offense here is actually you're far enough in so that I would suggest maybe you would be able to cross him up with the shine instead.
Okay. So just go uh
Yeah, if
a
you
little
want.
farther behind her.
That was close because he was like crouching on the nair though. So like, but like you might have been able to control your drift on your nair better, so that you would be crossed up already right after the nair, and then your shine is going to hit them the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Yeah, right, he's dead. Yeah.
All right, so this is the same thing as the lasers, basically, right?
Yeah. Same thing. Same thing. I'm an idiot. I move past it. Move past it.
Okay, nice ledge dash. Yeah, your lasers aren't really positioned in such a way that you can actually hit him. They're too low. You need to
Yeah.
control the laser height. That's a good up tilt, but you didn't confirm off of it.
Yeah. I need to work really hard on my like hit confirms, I guess, because I'll get a lot of straight hits that just won't lead into anything. And I
Yeah.
guess it's one of those things where I am hesitant to try. It's like there's that hesitancy for when I get hits that I just need to be more ready that when I get the hit that I can just go in.
Yeah, it feels that as if like you should definitely be able to like at least like tag him with back air after
Yeah.
you get this up tilt. So what's with that? Why did you choose this pressure sequence? So laser shine, I think this makes sense. This is great. And why did you jump backwards like this?
That's a good question. Uh,
So
I get,
obviously jumping backwards makes you safe against shield grab. But you could have also wave dashed instead, right?
yeah. I
I'll
also feel like I could have gotten behind her and just kept the shield pressure up.
Yeah, I will say probably your options here are you want to get behind her and then continue shield pressure, or and it's very common. It's very common for players to roll here. So like whenever you shine someone's shield in the corner, I think it's a very good decision a lot of times to right here laser shine wave dash back.
And then wait for them to do
So,
something.
yeah, you wave dash back here, and then if they roll, you destroy them. Like
Yeah.
they roll, and then you shine them, and then you get a nice fat combo. That is really strong, and it's strong for multiple reasons. Like one, it's high reward. If they roll and you're right, then you wreck them, and it's very common for people to roll there. Two, if they don't roll, you are at the very least you are still in center, and they are in shield,
Yeah.
or maybe
And
they
the fact
jumped.
that he goes up, I can still just up air him as he jumps to the platform. Because I'm at that perfect distance where a short hop drifting forward will just up air him no matter what when he goes up.
Yeah. So definitely consider doing shine wave dash back here as like a default
Okay.
because it's just like a good conservative pressure off option that's like also very safe.
Okay. And I feel like I
Yeah,
do
see you
that.
could have full hopped right here.
Yeah, when he was floating at me, I could have just full hopped out.
Yeah, you could have just
Yeah,
YOLO
I
full
just full
hopped
hopped
in.
out and just down air him or nair him.
Yeah, and
I got
that's the
CC
trouble with like
coming down.
using. Well, you didn't get CC. He just touched the ground, right?
Yeah,
Because down
before I
air
did.
does yeah, because down air doesn't knock down yet. So
Mhm.
he's purposely jumping or he's in the air at the time when you down air him, so that when he lands, he does like the
Yeah.
regular land, and then he gets a punish.
Okay.
This is a
So is that something where I should have just not gone for that, or would a nair have been better because he gets pushed forward from it?
yeah, nair would have been better.
Okay. Because then I feel like if I naired, I could up tilt if he held in really hard.
Yeah. So you generally speaking, if you read them being on the ground at low percent, then obviously you want to like favor the down air more, and then if you read them to the air, then you want to nair them more.
Okay. Because that is something that I think I should have also talked about was at lower percents, like getting safer hits. Because I feel like a lot of times I'll get a hit and I'll get CC'd, or that'll happen where they touch the ground, they get a normal land before. So I think nairing, I need to nair more at those kind of percents when she's in the air.
Yeah, and Peach is very deceptive compared to other characters, right? Because a lot of characters you will feel like, everyone's just like, oh, like they're at low percent, so they can crouch cancel, so you should just use down air. But I mean, obviously, like Peach is much more capable of like being in the air for extended periods of time. So like,
Yeah,
there are times where like down airing her at low percent is a mistake, and you need to be nairing into her instead. So it's like sometimes you just have to let her rip.
yeah.
That's good. You have to
I
hit
think
this.
I should have F smashed right there.
Totally reasonable. So like, look right here. You dashed back. You're like so ready for this, yeah.
And I get nothing.
And then you just like didn't react, right?
Yeah,
Because you didn't react to being right. Because like you were right, and then you drop this. Like this is like a
yeah,
huge drop, right? Because this should be a
yeah.
continuation.
That's I feel like a big problem with me is that I will read that they're going to roll in, and then the half second of their hesitancy to not roll in, I will think, oh, they're not going to roll in. I should go back in to get the punish. When I was like, I can just stay here and wait. I don't have to, because I feel like I'll get it, I'll read it right, and then they won't immediately roll, and then I just give up. And
Well,
I just try to go back in. Like, I'll just give up sometimes
well, in
instead of
this
just
case, it
waiting for
wasn't
them to
even
roll in.
like a roll, right? Like this is a get up roll, and he'd get up rolled pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
So this is not even like necessarily like a roll read in the way that you usually think of roll read. He just get up rolled in, and then like you just like didn't have the idea of the timing right or something.
Yeah. No, like, I feel like I will very much like, when I'm doing that short hop to the side there, I'm very much intentionally waiting for them to to roll into center like that. It's
Yeah.
just for whatever reason, if I don't immediately get, like, if I'm not reading it with a down air immediately for some whatever reason, I will just go back into it instead of just sitting there and wait, like actually just waiting the half second for them to do it. Like, I'm so ready to get the punish that if I don't immediately get the punish, I try to go right back in to try and continue the punish because I'm worried I just dropped it.
So basically, it seems like you're unfamiliar with how long roll takes.
Probably, yeah, that's probably something. That was probably a true statement.
Yeah, because there's like, it doesn't seem particularly as if there's like time to do all of what you're saying. It's just like, because again, he get up rolled to the right immediately as soon as he was knocked down, but you were already like going in the opposite direction. So that tells me that
Yeah,
you just like, you have an idea of he's going to roll in, but you have no idea how long that takes.
yeah, I would say that's right. And that since it takes so long, I'm thinking that he's no longer committing to that. So that I'm already worried that he is just going to normal get up, and I drop the punish to regardless. So I try to go back in, but I'm just not waiting enough time for anything to happen.
Yeah. So by the way, this is another spot where you can control your aerial drift a little bit differently for a mix-up. So you do this, and then you down aired him like kind of shallow, and then you like shined here, but you could have which sent him this
Okay,
way,
sir.
but he's holding this way. But you could
Mm-hmm.
have wave dash further, and you could have crossed over shine, and then he would have gone straight up, which would be much
Okay.
more ideal.
Okay. That's a good, because I was also curious about how I continue punishes when at those kind of at these kind of percents too, and I feel like that would be really helpful is sending her straight up instead of for a cross up, so I should work on this.
Yeah, and he's just gonna hold like out the whole time, right?
Yeah, the whole
Because
time.
that's like
Yeah,
how he's supposed to. So it's like when you get a cross up on someone holding out, then they're actually holding in,
yeah,
as you know, from being back tilted.
yes. Hey, I don't get back tilted off. I could slide off. I feel like in some of these situations,
Let's see.
I might be at too high percent now, but
Yeah. I don't know what angle Peach's up air sends at. It's probably straight up. I need data calculator. So let's just confirm. Who's our attacker here? Peach. Up
up
air.
there.
Am I crazy? Here it is. That looked clean to me. So it's pretty much straight up.
Okay.
And the way he was drifting though is like, well, if it's straight up, then you should be able to slide it off regardless.
Yeah,
But it's
that's why I
just
feel like
weird
there's a
because
lot
he's
of
like drifting to the right with you, and then it looks like you DI'd left. Yeah, you probably could have slid that off. I don't know. It was
yeah.
close. It might have been just past the percent where you could slide off though.
Earlier percents. This I feel like it's something I should be
You
trying
should
to do.
definitely be inputting slide off on the Peach's out pairs.
Yeah.
Very awkward. This was a nice arms attack. And then okay, so this is kind of dumb, right? Is like
Yeah.
you're literally fine.
I mean, I full hop and double laser for no reason, or like I double jump for no reason.
Yeah, so it's just like I mean, if you wanted to like double laser here, you might as well just like arms attack and slide off to ledge, and then double laser from there. And I think that would be a
I'll,
reasonable plan.
I'll give you the secret. I was not ready for the arms attack.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is a lot of time. But
So
like you see, you like slid off, and instead of grabbing the ledge,
intentionally, yeah,
you use your double jump instead, and then that means your lasers are extra high.
literally useless.
There
Yeah,
should be an up air, by the way.
up there. Okay. Without a hit at that, I could go under her more there. Yeah, I could have drift back.
Yeah, you could have gone.
I could
you
have,
could
yeah, absolutely hit
definitely
her.
landed this
Yeah,
up air. That
and
should
she would have been
be
dead.
an up air to
Gotcha.
kill.
Dust was telling me that maybe I should be using down air more for kill confirms at lower percents, and I guess I just had that stuck in my head a little bit.
No, yeah, down air is really good. I mean, but like, I don't know. That was just a spot up air.
Yeah, yeah. I was just trying to. I was just going hard on trying to use down air, so I think I was just one of those kind of things.
Okay, so you implemented 0 slide offs. That's there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Could have up tilted that. Okay, this situation. Up tilting here, pretty reasonable. Dash back. I wish you had down air. But that's all. Everything else is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I just messed up the shine pressure.
I see. Okay. Yeah, so this is a spot where it's just like you don't want to down air here because she's, you know, again, like if she jumps into you,
Yeah, I'm gonna get smacked.
yeah. So like this is a spot where it would be great for you to just nair into her.
Yeah, okay. Because the hitbox is way bigger and it just sticks out way farther.
Yeah.
I missed the. I got a shield from the L cancel. That sucks. Should have up tilted
Yeah,
there.
you should have gotten up tilt. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I think I was trying to read hard on the tech for some reason. Instead of like, I try to do too many hard reads when I like do stuff like that when there's no reason for me to do it.
So this is the problem with down air, which is like, well, I mean, in this case, you actually just hit him with the wrong hitbox.
Yeah, I was at the wrong side.
But like, I mean, if they SDI in here, if you hit the right hitbox, they don't get it right. So like, it's totally reasonable. I don't know if they miss the SDI, then they die. So like, fair is fair, but you know you should. Back air is probably the more stable choice. No.
Yeah.
All right. So I suspect that for the rest of the Peach games, we're pretty much going to see the same things. L. Alright,
Yeah,
stop that.
that's
Okay.
literally dash
Okay,
dashing in the
look.
corner and I come
You
in
do
there.
not do this anymore, okay?
Yeah, yeah, I know. I saw. I know. I know.
You don't like jump off an aerial like this anymore, okay? This is not a thing. You need to start implementing like if you just like you can like you could just fall through and then shoot a laser here.
Dude, that's what I was. That's the first thing I was like, man, why am I doing that when he's dash dancing in the corner? I can just laser the shit out of him and pin him down. There's no reason for me to do this. I have no idea why I'm doing that.
Either that or you can like you can
Just not
so you
do
can
that.
like laser or you can do like this jump and then like you can do a double jump and then down air, or you can like drift back and fast fall, or you could like go like or you could go full in, or you could go full in and then not fast fall so that you'll like clip him later so he'll whiff it and then you hit him with it. There's a
Mhm.
lot of things you can do, but don't do this basic bitch
Yeah, it's
short
so
hop off an
dumb.
air. There's
It's
so
so
much
dumb.
other things you can do.
I know.
Yeah, see, like you totally had so much time where you could yell in air until. So look,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
jumps,
Right there.
and you are
Coming with
already
an
in a
air.
position where you could have just been like, "No, I'm hitting you."
Yeah, yeah. Instead of giving him so much respect and time to come in and push me more to the corner to where I'm in a bad place.
Yeah, at the very least, like you can, at the very least, like you can full hop around her, and then so this is something that you see somewhat often, which is like where you can also see like you should second up tilt there instead of immediately shining. By the way,
Okay.
you can see like Falco's like full hop backwards or like try to like full hop around her and then like laser her, and that's also a reasonable choice. Nice. Nice. Good. Yeah, threaten to hit her.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like I do that with Justin too, where it's just like just putting out a hitbox there is doing a job.
Yeah, because it forces them to go lower.
Yeah. And it's like there's no reason for me to just stay on the stage and just not do anything when I can just put out a hitbox that just because
Okay.
it's not hitting doesn't mean it's not doing
You
anything.
also did not confirm this correctly. So like, so you literally played around this hitbox, right? You literally were like, he could probably down smash me for doing this. So you perfectly outplayed it by double jumping. But all you
But
did
back.
afterwards is you just like pussied out, wave landed back, and lasered, which let him out for free. If you're going to read, in my opinion, if you're going to read this like this down smash, like actually read it. Don't be a wimp about it. Like that's like a double jump, and then you whisk a down smash, and then you murder him with down air for it because you were right. So like there's like no so like your punish needs to be congruent with your read.
Yeah. And that's I feel like that's a thing where like I feel like I will know the person will do something, but for whatever reason, not out or whatever kind of reason in my head I'm not hard committing to some of the punishes I can get when I know they're going to be doing something. The same thing with the roll kind of stuff, where it's like I know they're going to do this, but for whatever reason, maybe it's like a tech skill thing, or just like I'm just worried that it's not going to work out, but I should just be hard committing to it just
Yeah,
because like I'm committing to the read anyway, so I might as well just go hard on it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
that's good. Up tilt, back here, reasonable. I want to say you could have. Yeah, you
I
could have just
factored
like
that.
immediately just like back aired here.
Yeah.
But you waited, and then she had an
No,
opportunity to do things.
I think the problem I did there is that was one of the things where I wanted to back her, but I hit down air when I went for it. But it was also too late,
Yeah,
probably.
you did it really late.
Yeah.
Good. Awkward. Thanks, Fountain.
Yeah, thanks, Fountain, you dickhead.
Okay, that's good.
Could have up air or something, probably. With the first one instead of down air.
Yeah. That's okay. Ah.
Yeah.
Well, he just got you. It's whatever.
Should have been back air. I need to
I would
practice my
laser
ledge
here.
shit.
I would double laser here, by the way. I would absolutely
Alright.
double. Dude, she's
Double
like
laser,
jumping like this. I'm double lasering
Yeah.
this bitch 100% of the time.
That sucks.
Nice. So this is again like you could have approached right after this laser.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Because she has to float, and it takes a
Yeah.
long time to get that float out.
In fact, yeah.
I guess I gotta do that more. Is punishing the float animation itself, getting into it, because it is the double jump is a long animation.
And also, it's just like, so like whenever you, she's like so far away here. You know, you like jumped backwards here, then you're like, oh wait, no, I'm fine. Holy shit, why did I just do that so dumb? So, she's so far away at the time this laser connects. Like, you should definitely take the space because like, there's a 0% chance that you can get hit for taking the space.
Okay. Yeah, it's just I guess it's like I'm just like scared kind of thing.
Yeah, you don't know where she can hit you or not.
Yeah, it's definitely. I just don't know if where safe is.
Okay, that's fine.
I could up smash there instead of grabbing her, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's
She would be
fine.
dead.
I just think that you should go for. You should just like. A lot of times, this isn't necessarily worth it. In this instance, like maybe it was fine because, but like, when you're wrong, you get shield grab, then you die, and a lot of times it's not worth it. Well, that is very awkward.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, I think we got the idea for Falco versus Peach. I'm not gonna watch this last game. Let's do.
You just do the two. Didn't plan the sheep game. It's just hand warmer for a little bit, I think. We do play a match here, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is actually this is an excellent example of the shine wave dash back I advise you to against Peach. So you literally do it here. You shine and you wave dash back. And then you see how he attacks out of shield and your wave dash back avoids that, so you're perfectly safe if he doesn't roll. But if he did roll, you would wreck him.
Yeah.
And then over time you can learn how to like convert off of it. I actually have no idea why you full hopped here. You should definitely wait here, so that you can confirm. So you're just kind of moving to move here, but right here, you shine, you wave dash back, you can, and then you're still standing here, and you confirm his movement. If he rolled, this is a time where you would be shining him, like, but you're already jumping, so that's wrong. But if he rolled, this is right about time you would be shining him, and he didn't do it. And you can do this you can have your reaction at a very fixed time because your shine will do the same shield stun on everybody.
Okay.
So your shine has the same shield stun, so you know the same timing for they will have the same timing for every single like action if they try to act as soon as they can out of shield, which they will 99.9% of the time. So then from there, they do something like this. They do something even stupider like shield grab, and then you can like punish them, or they roll, or they hold shield. And if they hold shield, you might be able to just assume that they're just going to keep holding shield, and then you can do like laser grab or another laser shine.
Okay. So this is one of the things, and this is something that I kind of feel like I struggle a lot with is reading, getting information. People always talk about, and I feel like I have a problem with what things that I need to, what situations that I need to set to get the information. And I feel like this is one of the things you're talking about where I had the thing where if they roll here, then I know that that's something they might do. Or if they full hop nair like he did, that's something I can semi rely upon if they keep doing it. But instead of waiting here and gathering the information, I just hard commit to just moving for movement's sake.
Yeah. I mean, I think you just like you kind of like don't even know what you're looking for, right?
Yeah,
Because
I
if you
don't.
were like doing this like okay, so it's like if I ask you like what is the purpose of you doing shine wave dash back, right?
Uh, debate something out.
Okay. So therefore like whenever something comes out, then you should be looking to punish whatever that thing is.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just like I got to do more things. Like I'm doing that thing. I'm just not doing it for. Like I'm not following through with what I was doing it for.
Yeah, you just need to be able to try and connect the dots here.
Yeah,
And that's like I mean you should just it's like it sounds a bit silly but like I think the implementation the takeaway here is like you just start doing it that way instead, right?
yeah,
Because it's like a very you got like a very mediocre punish.
yeah. Or something that I could have gotten a hard punish on.
Okay. Yeah, you can't laser there.
Yeah, yeah. Also, that down air was awful. I should have probably just jumped out of that situation instead of trying to fuck with Marth.
Well, to be honest, you probably could have back aired him.
Yeah, back air probably been better.
And, yeah. Use the ball. Okay. Forward. Up tilt. Missed it.
Yeah, missed it. I also wanted to fall through, I
Slide
think.
off. A little bit slow. He should have killed you. Okay, that's fair. Got the ledge. Okay, so this is wrong. Right here, you down smash. You roll to the ledge,
Just...
and then you grab. You should grab the ledge, and then you do like the double jump stall.
Okay, yeah, just double jump stall.
You do the high double jump stall because yeah. So you get to the ledge, and then you high double jump stall, and then it's fully invincible, and then he goes on stage, and you can rinse repeat. A lot of it comes from the rinse repeat. Kill, good. Okay, that was a good invincibility sequence. Okay, so he's in there.
I don't know why I double jumped there, but you know.
Alright, so what are you trying to do at this point now? You probably double jump because you're like, ah shit, on the platform.
Yeah, that's actually probably true. It's like yeah, I definitely double jumped because I was like, oh shit, platform.
I think it's totally reasonable that you just kept shooting lasers in that position though. Because he's just jumping in place, so you can just like...
Yeah, I
you
was
could just be
waiting for
like...
this.
You just be like, yeah, eat shit, I'm just lasering.
Yeah, that was kind of my thing I'm trying to do. It's just like, there's no reason for, if you're gonna sit there and just like not power shield my lasers and
Yeah,
then not come at me, I'm
just
just
keep
gonna laser
shooting the
you.
lasers. That's like the
There's no reason
weakness.
for me to
That's the
do it.
weakness to like Marth like jumping and trying to do like take laser and then like mash an arrow, right? It's just like it just assumes that Falco is
He's
going
gonna
to
come in.
approach, and you're just like, well, you just don't have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, very awkward. Should have been able to react and punish this. Yeah, very obvious. You like jumped
Yeah, I should. I
backwards,
think I
like
tried to
missed the
do a
wave dash
drifting
or
short hop.
something.
Yeah, and I just fucked up.
Oops. Okay. Okay, so your problem here is, so he whiffs, and then you did an extremely early down air. I would say you
Yeah,
want to do a late down air here.
I I agree. I think my reasoning. I don't know. I just feel like
You just didn't know
yeah, how much
how
hit
much
lag was
time you
in?
have, basically,
Yeah.
right? It's what it looks to me. But I think like a better player would have like waited a little bit to do this down air, and then first off that will like throw off their timing if they're choosing to
Yeah.
SDI, and it will also just like link better.
I think a lot of my problem is impatience and just like moving too quickly when I don't have to.
Yeah,
Like I'm more so worried to put out a hitbox and get the combo going.
yeah, I would say generally from watching these games of you, your a lot of your problems stem from like you don't it's like with Peach, right? Like you don't know where she can hit you. Even though like we're looking at the VODs and it's like when you look at the VOD, it's like so obvious that she can't
Yeah.
hit you at that spacing. Or like the recovery, like you don't know where you can strike her. And then with Marth, like, you don't know how much time you have on this. And these are all like critically important things to know.
Hmm.
And then it's just like it's like all this information is just like it's just here, but probably it's just like the execution side of melee is really hard, so it's just like it's not an active focus or something, right?
Yeah.
But
That
yeah, basically like that's a lot of like what's happening here. And like I'm not gonna like blame you for like for focusing heavily on execution. Melee is an extremely execution oriented game. uh but I'm just like pointing out that like, hey, if you knew and understood these things and then you were able to parse the information, then you would have gotten a pretty solid punish here rather than like accidentally getting down air out of shield.
yeah, no, I completely agree. I feel like a lot of my
It's
so
moving.
like maybe I shouldn't be so concerned with how much my trees, like my move choices for punishes, but more of w- how I'm like the timing of things, like where how do I don't even know how but like knowing how much lag my opponent is in and what I can do in that time
Well,
appropriately. Instead of
the tricky thing is that all of it is relevant, right? And the
yeah,
question is just
exactly.
like which piece you're choosing to work on.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like if you feel like your trees are okay right now, then like maybe you focus on this thing to like get a more solid opening. Uh,
Well, it's kind of thing where it's just like if I focus on this, like this is happening over and over again, where I see a punish that I drop because of this, and it's just like maybe just considering the wrong reasons for why I'm not getting these punishes.
yeah, that's also a possibility, right? So the
Yeah,
question is just like it's just like are you or do you feel like comfortable enough in your general execution of like this kind of punish to where you think you don't need to focus on it like so heavily in friendlies anymore? Or and this is a piece of advice that actually I know that Kalindi gave Magi. It is like you don't have to focus on like one thing for every single game, right? So
yeah,
a piece of advice that he gave her was like you pick like three or four topics, three or four things that you want to work on, and then you just rotate working between those three or four things every few games. So you would play like 2 games focusing on your punish tree. And then you'd switch focus, and then the next 2 games you would play like focusing on like trying to get your timings right and waiting for the roll, and then so on and so forth. And so that lets you like practice implementing multiple things while still not like basically like being bored out of your skull trying to do like
Yeah.
one thing over and over again. So that's something I would suggest for you as well.
Okay. Yeah. I think work timings is something I do need. I'm very impatient with how I do
Nice.
things.
And that's okay. The replay spoiled it. Alright. You did the same double lasers.
Listen, I know.
What? Did you just miss a wave dash down or something? I guess.
I missed a I've been missing like drifts a lot when I try to like short hop forward. I miss a drift sometimes, and it's just
Good approaching laser.
and I
Oh, should have upgrade.
yeah I should upgrade. But I love the shine off the top, so you know.
Yeah. Oh god, what the fuck? Oh, I see that there. Oh, you missed ledge cancel, that sucks. Nice, good. That's a really good dash dance.
That's something I've been trying to work on a lot. It's just coming in with Marth with much better approaches.
Oh, you see this snare? Oh, this snare
Yeah.
is money. That
Yeah, that was juicy.
Money.
But I just missed the point. I think did I miss the L cancel too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that there was money.
Yeah, I could have gotten like right there, same thing.
Oh no, you could have lived!
Yeah, I could have lived, it's fine.
Nice, approaching laser. Oh, should have gotten an up tilt out.
Yeah, I got it out. I just didn't
Dash
quick
under. Ooh, the jump read?
Yeah, and then I missed the punish.
Alright, so you jump read, and what happened?
I missed the L cancel.
Missed the L cancel, alright.
Yeah, I missed the L
You
cancel.
might have missed the fastball too.
Yeah, probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, you're so dumb.
And I missed.
Oh, just
yeah, that's the thing where I'm not jumping out of shine. I gotta work on shine stall.
Alright, yeah, some of that up. Grab the ledge. Okay. Should we throw him off stage? I think doing this is totally reasonable. Though maybe I prefer you to short hop, but I think this is like fair enough. And then at this point, he's like, okay, so he's already too low.
Yeah, okay. So I already put him low enough.
Yeah. So
he's already going to go low.
He's already low enough. You just grab the ledge here, and then you double jump refresh. Your time double jump refresh.
Okay.
He should have no jump. Oh, just kidding. He has a jump. That was wrong. Ooh, okay. Right here, approaching laser. Yeah, approaching laser. Remember what we talked about whenever you and Justin were over and we played a few games? Right here, it's like, right here, like...
Approach you, yeah.
You
if I
do the
overshot the laser.
Yeah. And it's because, like, you're trying to cross him up with this aerial, Marth is faster than you. At this distance, you will never... If you're reading a dash back at this distance, you will never catch him. He will just dash back even further. So you need to be, like... If you had been lasering from here and he's here,
I could hit him
at this distance, then you can hit him after that.
Then I can hit him.
Your laser heights are a little bit awkward. Let's see. Yeah, that laser is a little low. That laser is also a little low. Okay, so laser height. Let's talk about laser heights.
Okay.
Do you know that there is a laser height, and it's very specific to playing against Marth, that hits Marth both while he is standing and also while he is jumping?
Is this like like right at his shoulders, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
That's what I'm gonna say.
basically right like at his head or shoulder. So this is
Yeah.
Marth standing, and then I have my mouse here, and then he's gonna jump. You see how like
Yeah.
it would clip his feet. This is the
Hmm.
laser you should be looking to shoot most of the time.
Yeah.
And so and because that covers both him standing still or being on the ground, and also if he's jumping, and it also catches what you're thinking of is the shoulder for him like trying to dash.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's and that also is his shoulder when he's trying to dash.
Yeah.
So those are the three action states of Marth that it covers. So you should be trying to shoot that laser basically almost every time. And in the event that you don't, then you should be trying to preemptively cover the thing that your laser didn't cover. So to go more in depth on that, it's like, let's say you shoot a low laser. What does that lose to?
Jumping over it.
Exactly, right? And then, like, I'm sure you have this experience of playing against Ran or any other Marth where it's like you shoot a little laser and then, like, they just, like, YOLO Nair over it and they hit you in the
Yeah.
face. Uh, likewise, what beats a higher laser other than Power
Uh,
Shield?
crouching under it.
Yeah, so they can crouch underneath it. They
Maybe you can
can
dash jump
dash
under it
attack.
too.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
so you shoot a high laser and they just try to YOLO hit you
Yeah.
with
Oh,
dash
dash
attack.
jacket.
And a lot of Marth players will play like this, where basically they just like
They're waiting for the jump
yeah they
and
just
then
like
dash attack.
blindly like nair or dash attack at you in neutral and then hope to hit you out of doing a wrong laser because like his reward is so high.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means this is like a really cool drug box concept that I learned from watching one of his lessons is that if you shoot a high laser, then that means your next action generally after shooting a high laser should be to cover something should be to cover dash attack. It should be doing something that beats dash attack.
Okay.
So you would do like high laser and then like early dare slightly drifting forward. And then that would beat them up if they tried to dash attack.
Okay.
Or if you were to shoot a low laser, then you would do something to beat them nairing in. So you could like full hop and then down air, or you could shoot a high laser.
Yeah. Okay.
But all of that is assuming that you don't shoot like the proper laser height, which you should be aiming to shoot. And you need to have good control over like that, over your laser height as well.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Okay. Well, I mean, this was so greedy.
The S match?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen.
Alright. Yeah, I can't justify this. Like, there's like too many ways that this like loses, and like one specific way that this hits, and I think you could also do other things that
I
don't
could
lose
just
as hard and also just kill him because he doesn't have a double jump.
I could just up tilt him, yeah.
Yeah, like he
Or
doesn't
like
have a
wait
double
for it.
jump. He doesn't have a double jump here, right? Yeah, he doesn't have a double jump. So like you could just hit him with anything. You could back air him. You could like
Yeah.
up tilt and then back air him. He's done.
I think this is also one of those things where I gotta pay attention to when people burn their double jump and how like punishing them appropriately when they don't have a double jump.
Yeah, the game does change. Like you don't have to treat them the same whenever they don't have a double jump
Because they
because
can't just like jump
well,
back or
yeah,
jump
they don't
up.
have a choice but to fall.
Yeah. So I gotta be more pay attention to that
Yeah.
more and punish it appropriately.
All right, cool. So it's been about an hour. I feel like I gave you a decently sized like list of things that you can look at.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, if you have any questions, you want to schedule a lesson, you can just hit me up.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Peace.